Hello, my name is Muhamad Arfan Ehsan, I'm being Ameirul Esham, registration number 056171, and I am with my partner today, which will later be introduced in this video. So, enjoy. So today we will be reflecting on something that is very attached to us, something that is very attractive to the extent that we can stare at it all day, which is none other than social media. We gotta be honest, I don't think that it is a reach to say that every one of us has at least one social media account. I mean, it is something needed in today's modern society. It is a source of information. It is a companion to keep us up when we're down. I mean, who needs friends anymore? We got social media, we got Twitter, we got Insta, we got YouTube. Moving on, what is the actual meaning of social media? As per Oxford Languages, social media can be defined as websites or applications that gives the users, us, the ability to produce and share content or to participate in social networking. So without further ado, let us get into some specific social media accounts that we often use today. There are a lot of kinds of social media. One specific is video based, which is YouTube. Of course, everyone knows YouTube. It is solely produced to let us watch, share, and enjoy the videos in this platform. What we do on this app is just a basic search, click, and watch, whether it being an educational video, entertainment, or anything else. So, as we can see in the homepage, it's basically YouTube's algorithm showing us videos that we might enjoy based on our previous video we watched. So as we clicked on the plus sign, it shows us an option to upload a video or go live. So if you upload a video, you could choose a video of which kind you want to upload on your channel. Next, we have an app that is very popular among millennials, which is Instagram, also commonly referred to as IG or Insta. This is a very popular app that is used to share photos or videos to our followers, to let them keep up with what's going on in our lives. We can share photos or videos in our feed and even update on our activities through IG stories. So as we can see, the content of whom we follow will be here on our feed for us to view. We could also view IG stories on the upper section of the page. As we can see, our classmates Azlin, Jana, Alif, and also Alpha participating in sharing content for their followers. Good for them. IG also has this algorithm for on Discover. We could also post our photos or videos by pressing the plus sign. One more app that is also very popular among the young people is Twitter. The reason to that is Twitter can sometimes be a place for people to share their feelings and thoughts through tweets. So as we can see here in Twitter, it is similar to IG as content or retweets or likes from people we follow will be in our feed. We could also make our own tweet just by clicking the add tweet button on the bottom right. Let me just tweet something here. There we go. And then press tweet, and voila, what a very realistic tweet. Although having a bunch of features, social media comes with both advantages and disadvantages. We will be getting into these things on all three of the platforms mentioned. First is YouTube. One advantage that pops up in my head is of course educational videos. So for example, I believe that most of us have done this before when we need an extra tutoring on physics. We go to YouTube, search for the question we want, and then find the video and just learn from random dudes from YouTube. Let me show you a specific example to the events that happens when YouTube is needed.
So for instance, look at this guy. He wants to do absolutely nothing at all. He wants to just relax. He wants to just sit down and do absolutely nothing. Because apparently, he does not have tons of assignments to do. But unfortunately, he does not know how to not do anything. He doesn't know how to relax. He tried many positions, many ways, but he could not find a way to relax. Nothing works. So, what does he do? He picks up his phone, opens YouTube, and searches for a tutorial on how to not do anything. Fortunately, he found an Indonesian video entitled Tutorial Tidak Melakukan Apa-apa. He clicks on it, and he watches the whole video. With this video, he learns on how to not do anything at all. And with this, he is now the master of not doing anything at all. Thank you, YouTube.
So for the disadvantages of YouTube, I think that it is obvious with tons of kinds of videos on this platform that it is a productivity killer. With videos that can carry us away from our work, we need to use it properly or we'll end up like this guy, watching videos at 3 a.m. with class at 9 a.m. in the morning tomorrow, and with tons of assignments on his back. So for the next two platforms, I will pass it on to my partner, Faiz.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Okay, so before I continue this vlog, let me introduce myself. I am Muhamad Faiz bin Muhamad Faizal, and my metric number is 056197. So thank you Arfan for the explanation. Now, still, we're in the topic of advantages and disadvantages of social media. I would like to continue by talking about another two social media platforms that have their own positivities and negativities, of course. So, one of them is a very famous and popular app called Instagram. So, I assume most of us have an Instagram account, and now we're gonna talk about the benefits of Instagram. This is an application that can be a great platform for business. Absolutely brilliant, since the app itself is a photos and videos sharing app. It is very ideal to advertise our products if we're selling something, and it doesn't cost anything for us to post the things that we sell. It's free. It's so ideal. But of course, in parallel, Instagram actually does not have a very efficient security of their users' privacy, and this could eventually lead to identity theft, which at times could ruin people's life. Let's be honest. So that's about Instagram. So the next app that I want to talk about is Twitter. So the pros of this social media platform is, it is believed that we can get the fastest news and latest updates from this particular app. Literally everything that we want to know. One search and boom, it's there. But as usual, this wonderful app of course has its very own disadvantages. On the contrary, the disadvantages also come in form of cyberbullying, which I think the most significant and the most serious issue going around. I mean, of course, it's a very open, interactive platform. Of course, this sort of thing would happen. And as a long-term Twitter user, we can say that Twitter is sometimes toxic. So now we're done with the topic. We're done with the disadvantages and the advantages of social media. Now I would like to talk about the purposes or the influences of social media in our lives, whether it be our personal or professional lives. Social media undoubtedly can be so influential to us in both positive and negative ways. Personally, we often rely on our social media platforms to gain a lot of information. For example, now that we are living in a global pandemic, COVID-19, social media is the best place to go if we want to access the quickest and the most reliable news and updates. Like I said just now, Twitter and Instagram are the places to go. A lot of safety precautions can be shared on the social media platforms, which helps to increase the awareness of our society in order to stop the spreading of this virus, this the devastating virus. So other than that, our social medias are also useful to help us gain some side income. It's brilliant that now we can generate our earnings from our social media, which has never been a thing before, I guess. I can say that maybe in the past 6 or 7 years, we couldn't even think of this way of marketing. It's so modern. So right now we can simply just take some photos of the stuff that we want to sell, some videos maybe to make it more interesting, and just advertise it on our social media profiles. For example, so this is my very own personal Instagram, and I took the advantage of having an account by listing some shoes that I want to sell. So this helps me to gain some more income, which is ideal because I'm a student, I'm not working, so this is my own way to generate some side income. It is related to the point that I explained before, which is we are now facing a global pandemic. Therefore, e-commerce has been so popular nowadays because people just prefer to do their own business online rather than going out and meet their clients or customers. So sadly, there are also negative effects of social media to our personal lives. We probably spend hours daily scrolling through our newsfeed without actually doing something that really matters. We realize that we need to be more productive instead of just laying on a bed and just browsing our social media all the time. Other than that, with the massive growth of e-commerce, we often find ourselves spending a lot of money on things that we don't even need. This is due to the fact that it doesn't require much to shop online nowadays. Just a few taps on a phone, the items that we desire are on our way. Especially when there are numerous Instagram sellers nowadays. So in some way I can say that the efficiency of the e-commerce is actually dangerous. It can lead to us wasting a lot of money when we should be saving up in this difficult period of time instead. So that's that. In conclusion, it is clear that we can get a lot of benefits from social media. Social media is something that is so synonym to our modern day society. If we look into it, social media might have more disadvantages, but we believe that it can bring more positive impacts to ourselves if it's being used properly. Social media is a very powerful and influential platform, so we need to be more careful and extra cautious when we're using it. It is undeniable that there are a lot of darker sides of social media, such as bullying, scamming, and spread of misinformation. But one thing we need to know is that if social media is being used correctly, it can enhance our life instead of taking over it. That's all from us. Thank you.